In life, many people dream about achieving something great, but they hesitate to take the first step. Some think, I don't have enough resources. Others worrying, what if I fail? And many wonder, can someone like me really make a difference? But life teaches us something profound. If you have determination, willingness to learn, and courage to begin, you can transform your life even from the most humble starting point. For everyone who feels stuck or afraid to chase their dreams, listen carefully to this inspiring journey till the end. In a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Sarah. She worked as a clerk in a small office, earning just enough to cover her basic needs. Every morning, she took the same crowded bus, worked at the same desk, and returned home exhausted. Year after year, nothing changed. Deep inside, she dreamed of doing something meaningful, something that would make her feel alive. But fear held her back like invisible chains. One rainy evening, while walking home, Sarah noticed an elderly woman sitting under a small shelter near an abandoned plot of land. The woman was sorting through packets of seeds with a gentle smile on her face. Curious, Sarah approached her. "What are you doing with all these seeds?" Sarah asked. The old woman looked up with wise, twinkling eyes. "I'm preparing to plant a garden, my dear. This empty land has been forgotten by everyone, but I see possibility where others see nothing." Sarah looked at the barren, trash-filled plot and couldn't imagine how anything beautiful could grow there. "But it looks impossible. The soil seems dead, and you're starting with almost nothing." The woman smiled warmly. "That's exactly the point. Great things often begin from nothing. 20 years ago, I lost everything, my home, my savings, my confidence. I was older than you are now and felt it was too late to start over. But then I learned something precious. Every ending is actually a new beginning if you choose to see it that way." Her words struck something deep within Sarah's heart. At night, she couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about her own dreams she had buried under excuses and fear. The next morning, Sarah returned to the plot and found the elderly woman already working. Without saying a word, Sarah picked up a tool and started helping. Day after day, they cleared the trash, prepared the soil, and planted seeds. The woman, whose name was Mrs. Chen, shared her wisdom generously. "The secret to success isn't just hard work, Mrs. Chen explained one afternoon. It's understanding the process. First, you must prepare the ground. This means learning and planning. Then you plant seeds with faith. This means taking action despite uncertainty. After that, you must water consistently. This means showing up every single day. And finally, you must be patient because growth takes time." As weeks passed, small green shoots began appearing. Sarah felt something awakening inside her too. She started researching urban gardening, learning about different plants, composting, and sustainable practices. She discovered that many city residents wanted fresh, organic vegetables but couldn't access them easily. An idea began forming in her mind. What if this garden could become more than just a hobby? What if it could solve a real problem and create value for the community? Sarah shared her vision with Mrs. Chen, who encouraged her enthusiastically. "Now you're thinking like an entrepreneur. You found a need, and you have a potential solution. The next step is testing your idea small." Sarah started bringing fresh vegetables to her office colleagues. She offered them at a fair price with a simple promise: 100% organic, grown with care, delivered fresh. The response amazed her. Within the weeks, she had regular customers requesting more varieties. But challenges appeared quickly. Some plants didn't grow well. Weather destroyed several crops, balancing her job, and the garden exhausted her. There were moments when she wanted to quit. During one particularly difficult week, when insects had destroyed half her crops, Sarah sat discouraged in the garden. Mrs. Chen sat beside her quietly. then said, "Every successful person faces moments like this. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck, it's how they respond to setbacks. Do you learn and adjust, or do you give up?" Sarah thought deeply. She realized she needed to study pest management, perhaps seek advice from experienced farmers, and plan better. Instead of seeing failure, she began seeing feedback. She joined online communities of urban farmers, attended workshops on weekends, and slowly improved her methods. She learned about companion planting, natural pest control, and seasonal rotation. Each problem became a learning opportunity. As her knowledge grew, so did her confidence and her garden. Within 6 months, the abandoned plot had transformed into a thriving urban farm. Sarah's customer base expanded beyond her office. She created a simple subscription model where customers received weekly vegetable boxes. She even started teaching weekend workshops, sharing what she had learned. 1 year after that rainy evening when she first met Mrs. Chen, Sarah made a life-changing decision. She resigned from her office job to run her garden business full-time. Her family worried, but Sarah knew she had prepared well. She had tested her idea, built a customer base, and most importantly, developed the skills needed to succeed. 3 years later, Sarah's urban farm had become a local success story. She employed 5 people from the community, supplied vegetables to several restaurants, and ran a popular educational program for children. The once barren plot now fed hundreds of families. Mrs. Chen, who had become like a grandmother to Sarah, watched with pride. "Do you remember when you thought this land looked impossible?" she asked one sunny morning. Sarah smiled, looking at the abundance around her. "I've learned that nothing is impossible when you're willing to start small, learn continuously, and persist through difficulties. I started with nothing but curiosity and a willingness to try." From Sarah's journey, we learned powerful truths. Success doesn't require perfect conditions or unlimited resources. It requires vision, consistent effort, and the courage to begin. Every expert was once a beginner. Every thriving business started as a simple idea. If you're dreaming of change but feel afraid, remember Sarah's garden. Start where you are, use what you have, and take the first step. Your future success is waiting on the other side of your fear. Thank you for listening to this story. If it inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today.